I am Timmy Laque. I'm a big deal. Going on my 5th year. It's the longest I've ever been anywhere, so we surpassed my record. Honda, I was with Honda for 10 years, so. Wow. Seen a lot of cool stuff in 5 years here. I guess I'm like a head mechanic slash welder. Anybody that welds anything, they can do it. Trust me, do it this way, because I've done a lot. Performance is like my childhood backgrounds, what I've been doing forever. I don't leave anything alone. Never have. I used to get in trouble for it. I would immediately cut the muffler off the car. That was step number 1. Number 1 was the exhaust comes off. Step 2 is the interior comes out. And then before you know it, the harness is out, the engine's out, it snowballs. My first car, before I even started driving, I engine swapped it before I even drove it. Before I even hit the road, it already had a different motor in it. Age 22 Civic in high school. I guess some people now are like, damn, that's my dream car. They were cheap then. My dad was a mud drag racer. So snowmobiles were our whole childhood. So we did bad in school and he sold our snowmobiles. So make sure you do good in school. But we had a track in our yard. We had jumps and stuff, and it was cool. So performance has always been the #1 thing to me.
What got you into cars?
My dad. I was 8 years old, and he teaching me how to do brakes in the garage. I grew up with a lift in my garage, so he was a mechanic, the town mechanic, I guess you'd call it. There was cars in the yard. I was 15 years old, accepting money for his jobs. He's like, all right, he owes me this much money, put it here and give him his keys. So I was like, my whole childhood was that. It's funny, you go in our driveway and it was truck, and then my slammed car on the ground. It was kind of funny. I went to BOCES through high school, and it's my first day. I was immediately #1 in the class because I already knew everything. He straight up told me, he's like, these 2 years are going to be boring for you. He's like, so, obviously you did test and stuff, whatever. He's like, but it's going to be really boring for you because you already know everything until you get to the 2nd year. And he goes, you probably know everything by the time you get there too. And then I worked for Honda I was there for 4 years, and then it was just dealership stuff. Your dealers you follow the managers over time. They became flat rate. They became very good very quickly. And I was like, basically doing Master Tech stuff for not Master Tech money, and that's kind of why I left the dealer world. But it was 10 years at Honda through different dealers and stuff, so I have an extensive automotive background. My favorite car that I've owned.
Or currently own.
It's probably the Cressida. It's the longest I've ever owned a single vehicle. I've had the car, this is year 9. I got it because my son was born and I needed a back seat. So I came from 240s and I had a lot of those because they're all rusty piles of junk. And it was great. I used to put him in, he was in his Recaro seat in the back, and it was super cool. And then it was just typical me. I can't leave anything alone. And before you know it, now he can't even ride in it because it's got a cage in it. So, but it's definitely the Cressida. Cressidas have become a big part of my life. I make angle kits for Cressidas, and then suspension stuff I've done a ton with. Big background with Cressidas, I love them. I have a Cressida tattoo. I don't know, they are awesome to me. I love them. They're long boats. You can fit a kiddie pool in the trunk. They're awesome.
We're hearing something about body kit can be named after you.
It didn't get named after me. It's like the body kit on Anna's car has my name on it. So my car's been the thumbnail, and then I see people put, like, it's on the Cressida pages in Australia and Japan, whatever, people be like, hey, does anybody run this body kit? And I'm like, that's my car.
What are you looking forward to most here at 1945?
The things mostly here is just, nothing is like stock or boring. Everything is, in some way, is really cool. So anything that's not original, not stock, to me is way more interesting. The more race car, the better to me. So like, just get to that level. So we get to see really cool stuff. We take it for granted. I feel like maybe because I've seen so many cool vehicles come through here, it's almost normal to me. I'll walk through a parking lot, do a car show, I'm like, yeah, whatever, I've seen all these. It's pretty cool.
What are you excited for most being a part of the team here at 1945?
What I'm excited for most, the atmosphere, I guess, would probably be the number one thing, because everybody's cool, everybody gets along, everybody's into the same stuff. Everybody has to like the same stuff to do this kind of stuff. So, you have to have an interest in it. Everybody has the same interest, and so the atmosphere is just great. It's really, you never like, oh, okay, I gotta work tomorrow. It's like, oh, great. I'm here 7 days a week a lot of the time, even though it's 2 days are for my own stuff. But I guess that says something a lot about it, because 7 days a week at your job, nobody really does that. And 2 days are fun. We'll stay here after hours because it's a good atmosphere. It's you want to be somewhere that's fun, and you feel good in there. So that's definitely that.
If we could build anything here at 1945, what would be your blue sky build?
Open budget. How much are we talking? I don't know. Like I said, race cars are always my favorite thing. The more race car, the more better. So they're simple, but they're so unbelievably advanced. It's awesome. So race cars are my dream. So we could do Jordan would get along with this too, but concentric twisted, Motec, race car stuff, air jacks, we're talking race car. Can't drive it on the street, but I absolutely would. It would be illegal, but I would definitely make sure it stays on the road. It's definitely the race cars.
Okay, Timmy, manifest our blue sky build, your blue sky build here at 1945.
Again, maybe this goes along the lines of taking it for granted, so we do so much cool stuff, but it'd probably be the race car stuff. Some kind of race car would be super cool to me.
Do you have a favorite project you've done here at 1945?
Favorite project? It's probably Andy's C10, I would think, because that was the most one-on-one I've had with a vehicle here. It was one of the first ones that, full builds that I did here. But the Camaro is cool because it's a JZ, so I got home to the JZ side of it. But the truck just hits a little differently. Normally I don't really older cars aren't my favorite thing, but the truck, I don't know, something about the truck, me and that truck, I like that truck. I don't know, it's a good vibe with that thing. That was probably one of my favorite ones. Now it's every year I look at myself and I'm so much better than I was the year before. I've changed so much stuff on that truck now. The way we did it, the way the stuff that's in it, but it's definitely probably the truck.
That's been such a theme of everybody talking today. It's almost like a build is a snapshot in time. We would all go back and maybe do things a little different.
Oh,
it's interesting.
That's why my car's been apart 7 times. Every year it's apart, and it's because I'm changing something to make it better. Because I look at I just sent Jordan a picture of the wiring under my dashboard, and he was like, that looks like the stuff we take out of these cars because it's so bad. I'm like, yeah, I did it 8 years ago, and it's track additions, track side fixes, or just adding a circuit, and it's just a rat's nest.
That's an awesome culture of improvement too.
Personal growth,
yeah. It's personal growth for sure. It's why I've rebuilt my car, because my car is my portfolio for my side business and my thing. So I'm constantly making it nicer because I'm getting better. I've been on a rabbit hole lately of mil-spec wiring, concentric twisting stuff. And I've been building a couple harnesses lately, and it's I want to rewire my whole car because I've gotten so much better at it. And I'm just I'm not a wiring guy. It's not my favorite thing. It is so time consuming, but it comes out really nice when you do it right. It looks really good, and so many things I want to change. I would change so many things about everything that we've done just because it's oh wow, I'm so much better than I was last year. That's crazy.
I'm going to ask you a question I don't think I asked anybody else, but I think it's worth talking about. What makes our shop different from others? What makes 1945 unique?
The detail. That guy, he drives that Firebird for sure. He drives the Firebird. What was the question again? I can't remember what
That's
that was.
a great outtake.
Yeah, it was, because man, that guy was just, holy shit, dude, that guy drives a Firebird.
Cigarette, dude.
That's what I mean, he looks like my dad in 92.
What makes 1945 unique?
It's the attention to detail. Everybody has a good attention to detail. We don't just kind of put something out to put it out. It's like we have to do it right. Like we have to do it nicely. None of us here are like, let's just cut a corner, and just do it this way. It's like there's times where it might take a little bit too long, but in the end it does look a lot better. And a lot of places kind of do some hacky stuff and kind of just get the job done and get it out. Like, that's a totally different level. Like your levels are a lot different when someone does cut so many corners. You can't cut corners to make something really nice. It's the detail.
Awesome.